A push from some unexpected proponents on allowing cell phones in the classroom. Good evening, I'm Scott Reynolds.
And I'm Shannon Kogan. Some JCPS principals are asking school board members to lift the cell phone ban at more than a half dozen JCPS high schools. WAVE 3 News reporter Cedra Mayfield live tonight at the Van Hoos Education Center. And the principals just met with the board this afternoon. Is that right?
I reached out to the principals, but none wished to talk ahead of their meeting with the school board members. Now, I got my hands on a copy of that work session agenda. Here's what we do know so far. Principals at 7 high schools, are submitting applications for waivers to the district's current ban on cell phones in classrooms. They'd like to see the cell phones used during class, at lunch, and during passing times, but only for instructional purposes. In some cases, some principals are even planning to provide devices to students who don't have their own. But before their waivers can be decided on, board members say each principal must explain his or her rationale for not only allowing smartphone use, but for regulating it.
They had something in there about in the lunchroom they could use it for instructional. That sounds interesting because most kids at lunch aren't doing anything instructional. But I mean, it's going to be a good conversation, and I'm glad we're going to have it for a couple of hours.
Now, the board will not vote on waiver applications tonight, nor will they set a timeline for future voting. So be sure to stay with WAVE 3 News on air, online at wave3.com, and on your mobile devices for updates on this developing story. We're live from the Van Hoos Education Center. Cedra Mayfield, WAVE 3 News.
Thank you, Cedra.